my man, Guanakooo King. Give it up. We have in the house, in the studio live, my man Guanakooo King. That's right. The host of Yamin DVD. That's right. Make sure you tune in to hear this brother's journey of music, what he's coming out with next. So much more to come from this brother. He is talented, very, very gifted. He's not only a rap artist, he's a very noted videographer. That's right.
Welcome to the Guanakooo Podcast.
What up? What up?
Guanakooo!
Guanakooo!
What do you do, Pip?
Yeah, man.
You already know.
This is episode 2. Vlog 2. Yeah, man. Shit like that. Stay tuned. Today I'm with Sosa, Nasa, Kosa, and myself. Don't copy me. You heard me?
I'm Leo Niggas.
And yeah, so Sosa, Kosa, one of y'all. Who the fuck came up with Straight Out of Baltimore? And why?
I came up with it, Kosa Rono, you know. I was going through some beats and shit, just rapping and shit, you know what I mean? Just fucking with something. Straight Out of Baltimore and shit like, damn, that shit'd be hard as shit, yo. You should do a cypher or some shit like that. And I'm just like thinking about it, like I ain't never really start acting on this shit. And I'm like, yo, Sosa, yo, what's up with this, yo? You fuck with this shit? He like, yeah, we'll see. Next thing you know is shit. You got a verse? Yeah, I got a verse. Maybe that same night. Like, yeah, as soon as nigga said, yeah, wrote my verse that night. Boom. Let's go. Next joint. Let's go. Came and recorded, you know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas did y'all parts and shit. I was like, damn.
So break down your lyrics, man. What are you saying, yo?
Alright. Straight out of Baltimore, a thorough motherfucker named Kosa. From East Side where they known to bang toasters. You know what I'm saying? Basically representing where I'm from, East Baltimore, you know, Greymount, North Avenue, 22nd, Harford Road and Normal. You know what I'm saying? Where I was born and raised at, pretty much, you know. And that.
Is there any lines in there that mean something to you?
Actually, all of them mean something to me. It was like to get in that zone. It was cool because I'm from that era. You know what I'm saying? That NWA era. So I was like, let me say something that would be like on that level or they get that gutter level that they on that song. But let me go left field with it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of going the same way, like picking a character and then making my shit like an all spin off of this, or just like trying to like use that sound. Let me try a different sound with it. You know what I'm saying? And I came out with that sound with it. And it fitted. I did it. You know?
Alright. Who's next? Guanakooo! You gonna skip me, leave me for last.
Why? What made you spit the what language did you spit it in?
Spanish.
Right? So what made you say I'm gonna spit the verse in Spanish? Or what makes you go in and out? What I always wondered what that was about with artists.
Sosa, the villain, said, give me some Spanish and give me some English. My original verse was all English. And it was all fucked up because it was my first time just recording it off the phone and shit, you know what I mean? And he was like, yo, cut that shit. Give me some Spanish, give me some English, give me some Spanish, and that, you know what I mean? And the crazy thing about that verse, that whole, the final, it's 4 different songs from 4 different times, years. The first shit I said is, Guanakooo, that's new. I'm a nigga Dorian, South Baltimorean, and my dadang with that boy in Salvadorian. That I just wrote it 2 days ago before we recorded that song. And that first part, that bothered me because Kosa told me to take the East out of it. So now it sounds like I'm from South Baltimore, but I'm not from South Baltimore, I'm from Southeast. Broadway, Eastern Avenue, that area.
So you would have said
Southeast Baltimore. But it was too much, so I had to take the East out so it can sound nice. You know what I mean? The second part, the Spanish part, I say, saco machete madre porque la jura, quien te va a dar un padre nuestro porque aquí no hay una cura. That, I wrote it when I was 13 years old. Long fucking time ago. you know, YouTube was the shit.
I like bars like that.
I started learning more about El Salvador, the war, and all that shit. My parents told me about the war when they was kids, and shit, it almost went down for them, where they almost got blown up because you know, planes flying, drilling your fucking house and shit. At the hide under the beds and shit. They had wooded beds. They didn't have no.
You should probably talk about.
Yeah, my parents. They didn't have cushion type beds. You feel me? So I implicated that into the whole straight out of Baltimore because I'm from Baltimore, but my parents are from Salvador. So I'm getting you a little bit of both because Baltimore might seem crazy to a lot of y'all, but outside of Baltimore, the U.S., there's another crazy ass world going on.
Right.
Feel me? It's worse than Baltimore.
Shit,
You know what I'm saying? So I like to implicate that shit with the kids, with the guns and shit, because that was real shit. Like the guerrillas, military, they used to capture little kids and make them part of the war and shit, even if they didn't want to. You know what I'm saying? Because you could easily teach a kid quicker than you could teach an adult. You feel me? And you can manipulate them and whatever. And so what I'm saying is, saco el machete madre porque la jura. I take the machete out quicker than you can call the police.
Okay. I knew you said machete. I didn't know what the police.
¿Quién te va a dar un padre nuestro porque aquí no hay una cura? Who's going to give you a prayer because there's no priest here? Saco el machete madre porque la jura.
That's actually a dope, man.
Dar un padre nuestro porque hay una cura. No soy el ruco naco como tú. I'm not a toothless nerd like you. I'm a Guanakooo truco. I'm a truco Guanakooo mejor que tú. I'm a Salvadorian better than you. Mamabicho, go off with your head, bust that leg. My Mac gonna fuck your flesh while you running from death. I thought you loved the sound of bloodshed. Now it's payback.
Yeah, me.
Yeah, me.
Why?
You can understand that completely well, what that means.
Right.
My Mac gonna fuck your flesh. My Mac gonna fuck your flesh.
Let's get that clear.
You should put a subtitle or something, right?
My Mac gonna fuck your flesh. Why you running from death? Don't you love the sound of bloodshed? Now it's payback. Yeah, me. Esta lírica full of matanza. Hold up. Go off with your head, bust that leg. That shit, I wrote it 5 years ago. That was to the Revenge Cypher with Scar Squad. Yeah, I mean, it was my hardest shit ever. We performed that bitch over and over, back to back. And niggas love that shit. You know what I mean? Because they say I was spitting bars and shit. I was like, alright. Let me see, what was I saying? Esta lírica fue la matanza. Yeah, esta lírica fue la matanza, bajándote la libra de esa panza, porque con este flow tú no me alcanzas, ni respiras, loco, que te pasa. I wrote that in 2008. 2008. I was in my depression zone, you feel me? And I had so much shit in my head, I just had to get it out. And when I'm in my depression type shit, I come up with shit very creative because I'm in my head so much that I just come up with shit and I write it down. You know what I mean? So I'm saying, esta lírica full of matanza. This lyric is full of kill. Full of kill. Lírica full of matanza. Bajándote la libra de esa panza. Taking pounds out of that stomach of yours. Bajándote la libra de esa panza, porque esta lírica fue la matanza. Bajándote la libra de esa panza, porque con este flow tú no me alcanzas. Because with this flow you can never reach me. Esta lírica, con este flow, no. Tú no me alcanzas. ¿Qué te pasa? Te voy a hacer liquear esa grasa. Tira pendejo, que te cuesta? I'm gonna make your stomach leak. What the fuck is taking you so long, pendejo? Stupid. Pendejo. That's too much shit to remember. Te voy a hacer liquear esa grasa. Que te cuesta? De sorpresa, salgo de la selva. I come out of the jungle. Second that I said about that rapper. I'm gonna skip that part. It's too much to remember. But the fourth part, I say, the fuck I say? That is the fourth part. Esta lírica fue la matanza, bajándote la libra de esa panza. Porque con este flow tú no me alcanzas, ni respiras, loco, ¿qué te pasa? Soy matador en selva, el Lion King. I'm the killer in the jungle, the Lion King. From me, you don't escape from me. This is your end. Este es tu fin. Nigga. You know what I mean? So yeah.
I know he's doing the whole verse.
But I told him later on that it was 4 verses, only one. You know what I mean? Because he stopped me right when I was fucking up with my first verse, and I didn't know what the fuck, so I just went back to my hardest first verses and put it all together in one. What's that, 8, 12 bars? Yeah, I'm nice like that. Nigga.
Who's supposed to clap now or something?
Yeah. Sosa.
What it do? You already know Producer Sosa. Get at me at Man the Villain on Facebook.
Hey.
Producer Sosa on IG. Producer Sosa on Twitter. Producer Sosa on Urban.com. Get at me, you know what I mean? Producer Sosa on Twitter too. No, I said Twitter, I mean YouTube. All them Producer Sosa at Facebook. But my verse was based off Ice Cube, straight like that, like really bar for bar. But I just switched the words around. You can go back and set the tracks up side by side, push them at the same exact time, and watch the verses flow bar the same exact way, nothing different. It was just like I was paying homage to them for real. I mean, that was straight like that. I mean, bro hit me like, yo, I'm trying to do the NW beat like he was saying. I was like, all right, back. Boom. Leo Nutso, Guanakooo jumped on it. And I was like, I don't want to rap regular. I don't want to rap when, like, the bars I be doing. I'm tired of that shit. So I was like, listen to that damn fucking, I probably watched that video over like 30 times. Before I had like 3 different versions for real. But then I chose that one. Then I was matching it. I swear to God, I watched it when I was writing my verse. I watched it, and I was taking the bars out the verse, and I'm just flip flopping them. If you go listen to it and everything, it line up exactly the same way and everything. The way he delivered it, I delivered it the same way. I just want to do that just to show pay homage. And for real, you know, we grew up out there, like straight NBA. My mother used to pop them tapes, boy. I used to go up and get them from off of Greentown off of 33rd. Sounds a Baltimore, boy.
Scotty B store.
Boy,
Scotty B and the nigga.
Come back,
Fat
boy.
boy and shit.
Mother pop some shit, boy.
Wow.
Boy, take them shits out like pow. Boom. So you know you can get the tape. You know you get the tape, the clear tape. You put your tape like this. You take that bitch back up, and when you get to that part, you just take it out the radio and you flip it back straight like that. Straight out to the NWA. You know what I mean? But that's one of my favorite videos from back in the day anyway. But for real. Easy-E was my favorite verse. Know what I mean? That was on that song.
Q was mine.
Yeah, Easy was mine. I like when Easy came in when he was in the car. Know what I mean? He was in the car and he was already locked up. And he was finally back.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, that's hard, yo.
I fought on the one footage when we was on the rails, and he picked the camera up and we started walking. I looked like Ice Cube. When he was walking, had the Jerry curls and the hat. You know, I had the long hair and shit going. I kind of felt like that. You feel me?
You should have got some wigs and shit for real. Niggas
was
got 1 million views. I'm telling you, we got 1 million views. It was real though. Because it would have been funny at the same time. I'm like, yo, y'all see, they really rapping, but did you see the video? None of them from the West Coast. I mean, none of them from, yeah, that's why. I did it just to pay homage for real, you know what I mean? I'm an 80s baby, born 1980, on the dot. I mean, so what else to do? But that's what it, for real, that's how we grew up, like taking other bars. That's how I learned how to rap, from taking big pun shit. You know what I mean? And flipping it.
Man,
you know what I mean? That's how I learned how to rap, by taking a whole bar. Like you learn all the words and just flip it to yours. But you keep that same melody, that same style. And that's how I learned how to be like, to stay in the style of an artist. You know what I mean? Like not to fall off a track or nothing. Because I already learned, like from that artist, delivery. he got to be doing something right. It was popping already, so I'm just gonna take that delivery. I mean, that's how I learned how to rap for real. Just going to different deliveries all the time. Like, damn, what delivery I want to do to this beat? I mean, so I ain't had no. I wrote a regular rap. It was regular bars though. It would have been just me, like regular pop, 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 pop. But then I was like, no, this is Ice Cube. Like, oh, so yo, shit hard. You know, I liked it easy as a kid, but out of the bars on that whole song, it was your shit. I was like, I'm jacking you. Real for real, I'm keeping it real. If Ice Cube, you see this, I mean, because everything travel. If you see this, I'm keeping it real. Boy, you jack so much people shit. Boy, I jacked your ass. I got his ass, boy. Like I'm jacking that nigga, boy. So, I mean, that's all I did. I mean, shout out to NWA though. Straight out of Compton. I mean, Leo.
What's up, Leo? Don't get nervous now. What the fuck was you saying on there, man? You saying some political shit. You saying some whole bunch of shit, man.
Niggas born.
Niggas born.
Oh,
gosh.
First you gotta break down niggas.
I think I'm gonna take that. I think I'm gonna take the time. Every time I chance I get, I'm gonna put niggas in them bars.
Break down niggas.
He's a tall motherfucker.
I gotta make. You gotta make sure that you're on touch with the niggas. You know, Nagash, Nigar, Nijar, King. You know, let's just get right to the point. You know, it used to be that word used to be royalty. It used to mean something beautiful. It used to mean that black woman sitting over there, that black woman sneaking up there, gave life. It used to mean that she gave me all the riches in the world. And I am a negas. I am a king. And I am to protect and I am to uphold. And basically, when you're talking that far back, till the land and grow my land and prosper, get along with my neighbor, you start getting into the earlier teachings of all the major religions, the Islams, the Moorish thought, Muslim thought. So I could go deep. I wanted to say it that way. I could go deep into the definitions and all that. By now, people are starting to get it. But the more you hear it, the more you'll say niggas instead of nigga. And for me too, I like to say nigga a lot. Cause I like to. I still do enjoy the word. As far as I'm concerned, that's my word.
Yeah, nigga.
Since you want to call me a nigga, I'm gonna call my man a nigga. That's my nigga. That's how I feel, and that's where I don't give a fuck how. It ain't like, oh, you can feel how you want to feel about that word. I'm deciding to take that word and use it as a glorification and say, look at my nigga right there. Look at these niggas over there. Everybody's a fucking nigga now. You feel me? That's how I feel about that word. You ain't gonna tell me I can't completely say something off the mat that was used to demean me and cut me off in half. And that's what, there I go again. That's what my version of negash or nigga is. Damn. I told you what I love. That's my heart.
I know. I saw you
going. That's my boom.
I'm looking at the Matrix just now. It was like swapping the weed out for the black man.
If you can't talk about that energy, niggas born. I ain't claiming no slave from a ship. That's the same. Everything I just said. This is the next bar. Niggas born. I ain't claiming no slave from a ship. I recognize my history and I'm proud of my ancestors who died, who got thrown off the boat, who risked their life for the civil rights, for the Martin Luthers, for the Malcolm X's combined, who risked their life for me to be here and live this glorious life, to put this stupid ass chain on, sit here and do a podcast in my nigga's basement in the studio. I'm grateful. And I'm going to take the time every time to appreciate what they done for me. Because ain't no dogs ever chased me down. Ain't no white man ever sat over me spitting in my face while I was eating. At best, I got to deal with secret racism today. At best. At worst, I better not go to that part of Redneckville. I better not go to that part where that was, ooh, that nigga, what? I bet, all right, that's fair. Because if you walk down the hood, somebody going to say, who was that crackhead ass, who was that motherfucker? So it go vice versa. So that's fair. I don't believe people need to be unracist around. You can feel however the fuck you want to feel. But the minute you think that you can get a gun, walk into a mosque or something and kill 100 people on the road, just taking pick shots, and you think that make you a man, you think that make you go right, that make you retarded. And then the same people that color that look like you won't openly call you a terrorist.
Nigga.
That's what I want to
Nigga.
Niggas born. I ain't claiming no slave from a ship. Copper skin. Hair woolly. That's some biblical shit. Whew. Just got tightened up. Just got this wool tightened up. Whenever you felt anything that ever felt anything else other than wool, why does my hair shoot to the sky? I'm a fucking alien. That's why. The electrons in my body my hair going all the way up there. That's why when they see your hair, they want you to cut it. Like Ben-Hur. Is it Ben-Hur? When you cut your hair, they cut your shrimp. Yeah. I'm gonna tell my black women something right now. I'm gonna tell you what will make you hornier. Even if you had a regular haircut, even if you cut your hair off, your natural hair is what makes your coochie really wet. Your natural hair is what gets you really riled up. When you put that weave in this shit, you mixing the chemicals inside your brain and seeping into your brain, the bleaches and the pleaches and all that. And it's unfortunate because I don't know what beautiful means anymore. You're not gonna tell, like, matter of fact, me and Sosa were just talking about this today. Motherfuckers don't even enjoy regular porn no more. Like, you don't enjoy watching that full evasive agent shit, that pixel shit, that hey, I'm the mailman. You don't watch that shit no more. What Sosa say? Sosa said, yo, I'm about to go in somebody's house, yo.
First he was stuck, he's like, oh, nigga. I'm like, yeah, it's like you go to somebody's living room, maybe in the bathroom. Yeah, man. In the house. What he say? Fucking my cousin in the next room while my mother and them in their back room sleep. That's what the caption say. Fucking my auntie, looking at my auntie showing me an upskirt. Like, damn, these shits is serious. This shit.
Yo, say I do to my cousin.
What?
Okay, I didn't
know. I had to look this shit up.
Dressing niggas let.
So it sent me to porn sites. It sent me to the porn site. It said keep C-U-C. You might. I don't know if y'all the fuck am I the only one that don't know what this is.
No, I would.
Yeah.
C-U-C-K cuck O-O-L-D.
Cool.
Yeah, it's mostly like white men that.
I thought it was a fucking bird. So I thought it was a fucking bird.
But their wives and shit.
I thought it was a fucking bird. No. It's a white man. And as far as I can tell, the definition of it is a white man, a white male man, and his wife, and a bull, dick ass, 13-foot ass, dick ass black man, fucking his wife, and occasionally. It don't necessarily have to be him, but he's looking, he's a part of it. The nigga might eat the semen out the chick afterwards. He might even suck on the dude's dick or something. I'm sorry. Am I supposed to be not vulgar?
That's European shit.
That's why I can't be out.
That's why I can't be out. Fucking Leo niggas. Know what I mean? My nigga Leo niggas.
I mean, like when it comes to this now, I don't mean to be offensive or nothing. And when I say this, it sound cocky. But as far as
right here, like
as far as and I got Sosa. I'm glad he talked. I got Sosa right here behind me. You know his facts. I probably wrote that verse. You know I did that shit quick. How quick I did that shit. Man. You say it. Don't let me say it. You say it. I did this shit quick as shit.
Yeah, it's fair.
It ain't like, and it's all freestyle. It ain't no unreal shit. It's just bars. Like music for me is open. It's not music. Once you open Pandora's box, like even Sosa know I'm trying to go to the next level. I'm not never satisfied at the level I'm at. I'm trying to go to the next level. That's what rap is. And if I can get somebody that want to make some money to get me in the booth, get me one of $1 million studios and shit, tutor me, learn me, and really know that I'll be in the booth for a week. How many songs we come out for? If me and Sosa lock me and Sosa in the studio for a week, come out 50 songs. We'll have 25 songs said. We'll say this verse for Kosa. We'll say this verse for King. We'll just open this shit right up. All you gotta do is fit your verse in right there. But music come from me the same way I talk. So if I can learn how to talk like this on the microphone, that's when I know I'm a blow.
Right.
But I still haven't achieved that level yet. When I get in the microphone, I'm still like tone deaf a little bit. So when I really write the verse, be like, niggas going, I ain't claiming no slave from Chef Copper Skin Head. Well, that's some biblical shit. Mine's a glow. Neon, the lights a glow. I really want to spit it like that.
But you bring it.
But I have to where I start at, and it ended up being okay. So then I leave it there. But I really want to go to another level. I'm like, for instance, when I first heard Armed and Dangerous, I sat there with that pen in the pen and I wrote every word down. Armed and Dangerous. Ain't too many can bang with us. Straight up, we know angel us. Label us on Torbius. Thug ass nigga that love the bus so strain to us. Y'all need to be scrambling, gambling, uprights, watching mandolins and violins. I don't know how to do it for me. I could do it. I can hear it, and I know that's how I want to sound. Or Triumph and shit. The Wu-Tang Triumph and shit.
Bomb atomically.
Socrates, philosophies, and hypotheses. Can't define it while we dropping these mockeries. Liberally perform on robberies. I mean, I could get down. I could go faster than that. So I'm just trying to keep it's on you.
Y'all motherfucking holla at Coastal. Coastal motherfucking, he got a helicopter style too.
Woo, boy, oh.
And then be holding his breath too.
What? They were going bar for bar.
I looked at you one time. I said, dang, he didn't even take a breath.
Right.
He ain't take a breath.
Bro.
And then he ain't even moving. He just like, I ain't trying, I ain't joking on you. I'm just saying, you like, I was like, damn, nigga, I got to go. I got to fucking hold my chest. I didn't do that shit.
Open the fast style.
Shit.
That stand-alone shit, that last verse on that shit, nigga, that was a killer.
Shout out to NWA though, cause like that's the first group I ever seen that had what you call it, like a group that was like together. Like that's the first group that I ever seen. Like NWA, I ain't never seen. That's the first time I saw like 4 dudes on camera. Well, dude.
So there you have it. But we ain't finished yet, you feel me? I know you mentioned Biggie, you mentioned Big Pun. Like, when you was a kid, who did you look up to as a rapper?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, the first person that come to mind is Biggie. Biggie, like that's the first person that come to mind. For everything I knew of Biggie, it's like real lyrics. Whoever had real lyrics, everything he said was kind of job real. Everything he said was real. That line, anybody that lined up in that category, worked out perfect for me. So then Wu-Tang was after that. Immediately after Biggie, Wu-Tang. Once Wu-Tang came, was the first time I bought Timbs. Or I started living, what you ever call dressing like that. That shit changed everything. Because I was like, oh, you can actually, like they was talking about God E. They was talking about 5%. They was talking about Muslim. They was talking about mathematics. Never mind whatever religion they was talking about. I really didn't know that they was in New York. I'm in Baltimore. But when you heard it, and after that, I mean, I'm sorry, be honest with you, and so 3-6. I was like, I want that. I don't even make that kind of music. Tear the club up. I wanted that. I want Project Pat. So Project Pat, I guess Getty Green or something like that. I listened to the shit out of Project Pat. I burnt that album down. Then Cannabis come around. So you catch me with a song, and then I check the music out. DMX first album. I'm a Pacific kind of dude when it comes to music, you feel me?
What about you, Kosa?
Yeah,
Who I listened to growing up?
Yeah.
Shit, I was a big Pop fan for one, yo. I used to love the shit out some Tupac shit, man. Tupac, he just had that capability to reach into your soul and massage your heart and shit. You know what I mean? How you like, oh man. And he could take you to a dark ass like Tupac. His creativity, the way he owns what he say. You know what I'm saying? He don't hesitate to say what he say and fuck you if you don't if you got a problem with what he say. He gonna say what the fuck you want and you gonna like it. That's Pop, you know what I'm saying? And fucking with Mobb Deep. I'm a big Mobb Deep fan. I know damn near almost every fucking song by Hunt and Mobb Deep had and shit, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like what I was attracted with them was like that gutterness and shit like that. The Timbs, that was the era and shit. When niggas wearing the Ava Rexes and shit like that with the hoodies underneath and shit. Niggas getting their Timbs took and shit like that. Remember that year? Remember eras? So
$350
niggas getting their shit took and shit, man.
Oh yeah,
cut me,
8 balls.
Niggas was robbing the shit out of motherfuckers for the AVs and shit, man.
Niggas get killed over them.
Yeah, niggas was getting flattened and shit. Fresh Timbs, fresh ass butters and shit, nigga. The oak whites and shit, nigga. You know what I mean? That era they bought out, it was like real hip hop and shit, you know what I'm saying? Then you go to niggas like Nas, you know what I'm saying? I used to like how Nas used to just tell stories, yo. Who the fuck would talk about being a gun?
It was written.
You know what I'm saying? Yo said,
I didn't even get it at first. I'm one of them niggas. I didn't even get it at first. It took me a couple listens, but I didn't understand what the fuck he was
the concept and shit.
Hell no.
And then how'd you feel when you finally caught on though?
It's the intro.
You finally caught on.
You know how that intro come on in the beginning? It threw me off. So it threw me off. So I kind of zoned out at the end. And then I think the first time I didn't hear the first couple bars. I didn't hear the setup. And then I was like, damn, this shit dope. I had no idea what he was talking about. I was like, this shit dope. This shit fire. Fuck. You know what I mean? But I had no idea he was actually talking about a gun.
The whole time. I gave you power. I made you buck wild. How you like me now? I go black. Yo, that shit, what? Yo, that shit had me looking at rap like...
I thought he was talking to somebody. You see what I'm saying?
It sound like it.
I thought he was talking to somebody. I had no idea he was picturing...
That shit made me look at every other rapper. It's like, wow.
You don't really
y'all
rap
got
for real.
Competition right here. Y'all niggas ain't really see y'all creativity. This nigga, man, yeah, what? Literally, yo, come on, man. This nigga made a song called Rewind. Right, the ending to the beginning and shit.
I wasn't trying to talk about it.
The bullet holes goes in the chest of a nigga. Now we back to square one, screaming, "Shoot, don't please."
Then the whole video was really rewinding.
It's like
everything was moving backwards in order.
Sosa, Who your favorite rapper and why you started rapping and all that shit?
KRS-One, favorite rapper in the whole wide world. That's why I started rapping. I mean,
It's
always gonna go back to the same story. Going on top of.
Why don't we put him on there? That's a good question. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's 33rd. Go top of 33rd. This was in the record player time. You know, we had vinyls then. Went up 33rd, bought the album. My grandmother and them had a vinyl, and I fucked that whole needle up. And it been on the side when you flip the album, the instrumental. Boom. So I did the instrumental, but that's when I took the side A, Criminal Minded. Yeah. And I wrote my own joint, and I did it in the 5th grade talent show. And that's when it popped off. I was like, oh shit. Everybody responded. I guess I wasn't stage frightened. Like, I mean, I did the Criminal Minded joint, but I flipped the same thing. I just rewrote this yo joint. But it was my joint. I was called Iceman then.
Right.
This shit was like 80, nigga, this shit was like 89, 88. Real shit though. All that shit. The niggas still know the rap to that motherfucker, but I performed that shit in the 5th grade talent show, and it was on. Never stopped since. Fuck with music. Never. Since 88, 89, and KRS-One, yo, my favorite rapper in the whole wide world, Knowledge, yo, spit that fire. Even to this day, you can still punch him up, yo, got new albums and all that shit fire. But, you know, different times. And that's who I fuck with.
So how Big Pun come up about?
Oh, Big Pun came, listening to Fat Joe. Listen to Fat Joe, right? So I'm talking, I used to love Fat Joe. Yeah, I'm talking about, and that's when I first heard, yo, it was called The Punisher. I'm like,
he was moon dub back then for that.
Yo was rapping fast too. Yo was rapping so fast, I was like, yo, nice. Yo. And then when that first, and yo, when he dropped his first single, when he was on the school, that little 100. Yo, when the yo joint came out, it was over at that.
When that nigga said dead in the middle of Italy.
That's what made me want to write the bars like, yo, like, I was like, yo, amazing. Yo, it's like 500,000 pounds. How can you get this out of there? Like, yo, fire. Like, and that's for real, for real.
I paid to see a footage of him recording.
Yeah, Big Pun is,
yo, when I saw Biggie recording, that shot me.
No, him
like,
and DMX.
So he recorded like this one time, just big as shit, just rapping. I was like, damn.
At the dinner table, him, DMX, I think it's Jay-Z. Yeah,
Pun X.
Yeah, yo, he killed.
Death.
He killed them niggas.
Music back then had a way of punching your imagination too. You believed them motherfuckers was who they said they was.
Because they got to that creative state.
You thought Nas lived in the pyramid, nigga. You swear to God he did.
Everybody had an image.
You thought he was in the desert sand somewhere. He just came back to New York periodically and shit.
Everybody had
you know what I mean? You just knew DMX walked around with 6 Rottweilers all day long.
Everybody got a chopper.
Everybody the same rapper.
Yeah, everybody got a bag of money.
They can all join one group.
And you get 2 bitches on this side.
And then this the shit.
One stage.
Why do they think, like, you know, they be like, why do they talk about them old heads, right? But why do they think you getting paid the way you is now? You think if hip hop started the way you making music today,
they couldn't come up on the ciphers that motherfuckers would have back in the day.
No,
up, man. That's the era I came up this shit where you had to be nice, and then you can't say the same thing you just said this week, last week and shit, nigga. You better say, nigga, you better keep coming. Nigga. Can you go off the head or freestyle really, man, off the top?
And that, you know, that really come from singing. Yeah. They used to be like that for singing.
And shit,
don't be coming over here singing with that jive ass shit. They ain't cut you if you come over there trying to sing around the fire you couldn't blow. They ain't play. That ain't just come from hip hop. All that elements come from what you think about what Fat Joe said about what he said about I can't. Yeah, I don't want to quote him. I read it a little bit. Go ahead.
It's freezing.
Huh?
The Tainos?
Okay.
That's what people referring to. The indigenous people that land that was that messed with the.
I didn't see the. I read the. I'm trying to say. I only read the caption. Fat Joe said all Latinos are black or music come from black.
No, he's speaking facts. I ain't saying it comes from black. The islands, like the islands, is different than over here. You know.
Yeah, nigga, Moyan.
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga Dorian.
Nigga Moyan, Dorian shit. You nigga.
Salvadorian nigga and shit.
Only one difference on cracker. White people different. I mean, though I love my white people, you know what I mean? All my white friends, you know, them shit regular. Shit, they regular me, I fight for them too.
Yo, Kosa.
Yeah.
So where you get this rapping fast thing from?
The rap fast thing shit, yo, it come from like trying to be different. You know what I'm saying? I hear niggas do some shit, and my heart will tremble. When my heart tremble, you know what I'm saying? It's about to be some other shit. I'm about to step it up on the escalator now and shit. I was just walking and shit now. I'm gonna hop over, take the escalator now. Then after that, I'm gonna jump on the elevator. I just be challenging myself and shit to see how I can fucking go and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, who the fuck the best at doing some shit like this? I put an Eminem track on and him doing some fast shit. And like damn, try to see like their capacity. I can mimic anybody's style. I've been rapping since I was like 16 years old, yo. You know what I'm saying? My cousin used to rap and he stopped, I started, and I kept going. You know what I'm saying? But the fast thing, it was a certain era and shit that was accepted of the fast shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I ended up putting that shit away, but I picked it back up. And the shit still a little bit of dust and shit. You know what I'm saying? Do that shit on now. We good. You know what I'm saying?
Dust.
But man, shit to me, I like what I like about it, yo, is it pushes you. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're actually saying something and you can slow the bars down on what you're saying, and then you be like, damn, this shit is still just as hard. You know what I'm saying? How niggas try to disguise it just by saying something extra fast and they ain't say shit when you slow it down. Like Eminem would do that shit on purpose.
You did it so fast the other night. I was like, yo, get 2 tracks back to back fast as fuck. You still got breath.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Fainted up that motherfucker.
Well, I was
like one fast track and all the rest of them motherfuckers slow.
Like you'll sit in your house, you be like, oh, I'm gonna do it like this, and then it don't come out the way you want it, and then you'll watch you do it, and you be like, man, this nigga neck hardly moving. His shoulders ain't moving and shit. He just.
It's a certain way you try to like when you practice with it. Like you try to find different breaths of it and shit. Like my problem would be I would write too many bars bunched up and shit, like a whole compact and shit. Like there's no space to get a breath. You know what I'm saying? Everything just like, woo, you have to punch me in right here, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. You might have to punch me the fuck in and shit. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't trying to have it sound like the straining of getting it out at the end and the last. You know what I'm saying? That shit, like, it push you to the end. I got good wind. I can jog it. Believe it or not. You know
See, me, I grew up in the 90s, listening to all this stuff. Everybody y'all mentioned and all that. So, I always rap fast. English or Spanish or mix it up. And then, towards 2010 up, it's like I've been on a fucking, what you call that, writer's block and shit. So little by little, along with this trap shit, it fucked me up because now I can't spit those long 16s no more. It's always be little 8s, little 12s here and there, whatever. What I do now is I'll sing a little, just a little, rap a little, rap real fast, then talk and then scream all in once, push it all in one. But I got the singing and rapping fast from a Spanish artist named De La Ghetto. Boricua Chico, Masacre Musical. You know what I mean? He sings and he raps on his shit. So I got that. Yeah, shout out De La Ghetto. I got that from him, the singing and rapping and shit. But then later on, it's like, let me be a little bit different where I'm not labeled as this type of motherfucker. Where I'm just talking, singing, rapping, screaming all in one. And sometimes it's just mixing English and Spanish and shit, so. But it's still, I get compared to Big Pun and shit because of the Spanish and shit. But I learned from Big Pun. I first started freestyling at 8 years old. You know what I'm saying? I've been aware of hip hop since a fucking little young ass kid. I never seen a music video. The first time I seen a music video was like 97, 98. And I think it was Mystical or somebody, and they had the bling, the jewelry, the women, the cars, and all. I was like, I want to do that. The first time I ever seen a hip hop music video, I was like, I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I've heard hip hop, but through radio and shit. I never seen an actual video.
Damn, that's a thought
and
process.
Yo, he said 97. I'm sitting there like,
hold on.
I was 7 years old.
Wait, I don't think you understand what you just said. Like if that's your introduction. It might not be your necessarily first introduction to hip hop, but that's crazy. We talking about what we like, Cooley High gang? No, what's the Sugar Hill gang? But like pure hip hop. Hip hop started in the park. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's the famous one. Hip hop set out in the dark. We used to do it out in the park all night long, and they used to put the shit out in the window, blasted and the party was started.
Mm-hmm.
And it was love, for real, for real. You gotta understand it was love. And then even to hear you say for that years later that's Mystical was your first video that you watched. That's such a fucking gap in hip hop. You don't even understand. That's a fucking giant amount of hip hop.
Yeah.
And it's not a joke against you.
It's
to explain to the youth about the timeline of hip hop, how dope hip hop is, and how the youth didn't invent hip hop, and how.
That shit ain't making
why?
It until 1997.
Why you shitting on what got you wearing the chain, wearing the shitting on niggas, fucking niggas, bitches, shooting your guns? Why do you think you get to do that? It wasn't just there for you. You didn't grow up and say, "Oh, I'm gonna be a rapper," and that's what it's gonna be. It was a platform laid out from you, from just the gap alone. How much is that after Mystical? Shit.
Ooh. 2019.
Shit.
After him.
He skipped everything we just talked about.
But look, along the way, I started learning about hip hop, watching BET, VH1, MTV.
Right.
I started learning about other rappers, Tupac, Biggie,
No doubt.
KRS-One. I started learning about them. You know what I'm saying? And I learned about Big Pun in 2001, right after he died or something. Somebody told me he had a friend of mine in elementary told me he had a Big Pun album, and I was like, "Who the fuck is Big Pun?" And I liked the cover of Yeah Baby album. And you know, then I went and got we had CD players at the time. And he put the CD on the CD player. I'm listening to. I'm like, I like this shit. Like, who the fuck is this guy? You know, I'm looking at the booklet. It's a big, fat Puerto Rican nigga. I was like, all right, cool. So I always seen black people rap, and I was like, oh, is he Spanish? He's rapping. He's up there for real. But he dead already, so whatever. I started learning about him.
Damn, he
You
was
know what I'm
dead
saying?
already.
Yeah, that's what
You are blowing my fucking mind.
I was a kid, man. I was a kid.
We talked about Punisher before.
Yeah.
Man.
It kind of fucking makes sense now. It makes that conversation we had in the truck that day makes perfect sense about what you just said.
Yeah.
Pun was the nicest.
Like he
me and Nusso had a whole.
He like Pun when he was dead.
We had a whole talk about what hip hop is to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was born in 1990, so I'm a fucking kid.
Right.
Yeah, we 10 years
How I'm introduced to hip hop is DMX, Tupac, that type of era. Y'all was born in the 70s and 80s, so y'all know the beginnings of it. So to me, hip hop is what I've just started listening to at 7 years old.
It's not an offense to you.
I understand.
No, you don't.
Where
It's a glorification to hip hop. It's a glorification to hip hop herself.
Yeah.
It's not a shot against you, sir. It's a
Yeah.
glorification and a flag waving to how strong hip hop roots is. And how you loved a man that had died already and fell in love with his music. You're missing the point here. You fell in love with a man who was dead and gone, who we thought died too fucking soon. We was waiting for the next shit. We waiting. We like, yo, when the fuck the next pun? He dead.
No more.
And then they put out the endangered species and shit.
We only got
and they
one
put out the
point.
endangered species album to shut us up for a second. Like, hold on, listen to this shit here.
But look,
Wow.
but look,
You only get
he's
one
dead.
point.
Later on in years, I found out he has a son. He's
Chris
rapping.
Rivers?
So now his legacy goes on.
Sure,
I'm hearing his son. His son
sure.
sound just like him, but faster, more
new
better.
improved version.
You know what I'm saying?
A new
You know what I mean?
modified version.
People get more smarter over the years, and he's definitely smart. He's definitely up next.
Yeah,
His sister, she nice as shit.
I ain't never
You know
heard
what
no
I'm
rap and shit, but I heard.
Yeah.
I got a lot of your shit downloaded for it.
And
Chris Rivers.
at first I started freestyling and shit. And then around 2002, 2003, I saw a documentary of Eminem, and he was writing his rhymes. I didn't know you write your rhymes. I always thought that you get in the cameras and they put the beat and you spit it out. I didn't know shit. You know what I mean? I was a fucking kid. You know what I'm saying? And that was my hardest thing to write. Like, I didn't know how to write. I just know how to freestyle it. I'll have 2 or 3 songs in my head, and then I'll forget that shit. And then I started writing, but I didn't know how to write. I didn't know how to start it off. So I got off Big Pun and Endangered Species, the booklet, and he had the lyrics down and shit. The one I wrote was how he wrote, and the way he wrote his verse was I'm wearing on like Al Capone, fully blown like Tony Montana and his own sit on chrome, sipping on champagne.
Yeah.
So I was like,
that nigga be punning true.
So I was like, at that time I was going by Baby Latino. And I said, I'm wearing on like Baby Latino, Chico Más Bonito Latino up in Puerto Rico, but I'm not Boricua. And that's how I started, you know, learning how to write and shit, copying off him. You feel me? And also the mixing with the English and Spanish, all that shit. You know what I mean? So rapping fast along with other rappers that was out at that time. They was rapping fast, but my time was the whole Cash Money era. They wasn't really rapping about anything, just shaking ass and all that shit, which I liked about all that shit. You feel me?
Right, nigga. You're like shooting out 1 degrees. That's a classic for life. Niggas go crazy.
White tees, baggy jeans, all that shit. I've been wearing big ass clothes before I ever seen a hip hop video and shit. I was been a big ass kid, you know what I mean?
I've been wearing big ass clothes.
It wasn't that I was copying anybody. It's just, and you know, I'm from Fells Point, Upper Fells Point, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
Eastern Avenue, Broadway. You got black, Latinos, whites, whatever.
I used to go to school down there, Lumber,
General Wolf. So everybody speaks the way they speak. So the word nigga, I just heard that shit every day. So I picked it up. And nobody ever told me you can't say that or that's bad or whatever. It was cool.
Don't nobody give a fuck.
Don't nobody give a fuck.
It's what I said earlier. It's what I said earlier about the word nigga. That's what it does.
Nobody give a fuck.
I guess you gotta have a hood. There's a hood pass.
It's the double standard of the word nigga. You got nigger that sound like ropes and nooses and shit like that.
Everybody know that.
Nigga, how you say it.
Everybody
you got
know
nigga,
that.
never ignorant, getting goals accomplished and shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
However you
But
flip it. No,
over the years, I've learned a lot about hip hop.
You never ignorant.
From the beginning, all that. I know the beginning of hip hop. I know who started it. I know all that shit. You can ask me whatever. I might remember some things, but I know the real hip hop. I know what lyrics are. I know what bars are. All that shit. It's just that we're in 2019, so I like mixing it up here and there and different things. You feel me? So,
the old with the new.
as far as this straight out of Baltimore, I'm glad Sosa hit me up because y'all have a lot of knowledge of this before I was even born, and y'all just bring a lot, and y'all sound like from that era. You feel me?
What did you think about that when you first heard the straight out of Compton shit? When you first heard that song?
I didn't like it.
What?
I wasn't into it.
No, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
I forgot.
But then,
No, I know. I feel like what?
I mean, the
but
first
then,
It makes sense.
after listening over and over
I don't
the
like
history
that
of
shit like 1980s.
NW, I kept hearing about NWA a lot, about gangster rap and all that. So I searched them. You know what I mean? I started hearing more about Ice Cube, where Dr. Dre, where Ice Cube came from, NWA. And I just started learning more. I kept hearing it. So I started paying attention to what they were saying on Straight Outta Compton. So then later on, I started liking it.
Yo, truth, everybody got artists like that. You might have not fucked with at first and started finding out the truth. That's real. That's what hip hop is.
Tupac.
You know, it's hard to decipher.
I fell in love with Tupac.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I
love what he was saying.
Yelling Tupac name like that.
I did. I wasn't a Tupac fan. I
love what he was saying.
I kept it real, nigga.
Like, he was saying some real shit that I could.
I felt like I could relate to the shit they was saying.
Yeah,
it was like,
I like some songs, but yo, but no.
No,
like
hardest song did it for me with Tupac, Under Pressure, on that Thug Life album.
I like
And Strictly for My Niggas.
Keep your head up. Keep your head up and
Strictly
change.
for my niggas.
I like Hit 'Em Up.
I don't even know why y'all be fronting. Y'all
Yeah,
know
mama.
good and for well, Brenda's Got a Baby.
Yeah.
It's the
I like
goddamn
that.
song. I don't know why
On the
y'all
Tupacalypse album, the only song I fuck with on there
Nah,
was...
but you know, but see,
It was
you
only
can't
one
even admit
song.
it right now. You can't. Why can't
Oh,
y'all admit it?
I'm a die-hard
That
Pac fan.
fucking I never even knew. I didn't even know his name. I knew he was from Digital Underground because I knew his face, but I didn't know his real name until that song came out.
Right.
And when Brenda's Got a Baby came out, that was one of the dopest fucking songs I ever heard in my goddamn life. Just why people don't admit it. Because it don't make you dance. I don't know. I ain't talking to you personally. But I'm saying why people don't admit it. That shit, when you watch the video, you're like, I know her. Tell me you don't look at that girl and say, I know her.
That's Lisa Ray.
She go to my school. I know her.
Yeah.
Damn.
No, but Hey, that shit been happening a lot lately for me. A lot of back in the day shit
on,
been
yo.
popping up. Like, nuh-uh.
Put your $20 on it.
No, I'm
Under
not
pressure,
betting.
so
I'm happy.
under pressure.
That will go
That's
all the way
why I
home.
like you.
So
And remember, like,
like,
hey, so fuck you. Fuck you, that's Lisa Bray.
Never remember.
I guess I just never knew.
Strictly for my
Never
dad's
knew,
album,
right.
yo. That shit was like.
Now
that-
watch
that-
when
that
you
was-
watch
Hold on.
Think of it in your
Wait a
head.
minute. I done seen
Yeah,
it. I know.
yeah.
I know you got
That's Lisa
that.
Bray, right? Yeah.
I know. Wait a minute.
That girl in the
What's
video.
up? What was your favorite?
I'm
I'm not
And
arguing.
that girl with the
I'm not arguing.
That's
What's your
Lisa
favorite
Bray.
pop song?
Play it close.
She got the snatch bag.
That's
Keep your head up.
Think about that
Change.
face. Go ahead.
Changed because
Think about the Lisa Ray.
when I was feeling real down, that
Yeah, she
song
young.
would make me
You know,
feel
we was all
like
young then.
this would be a good song to
Big
cry
Rose.
or,
Yeah, that's
or,
Lisa
or
Ray.
get over
And
shit.
watch
You
me
feel
watch the
me?
video. You like,
Keep
this
your
up,
head
you
up,
gotta
it's
be
like-
here. That motherfucking so
He was speaking some real shit. because I might be Spanish or whatever, but we can always
gave
relate
Lisa
to
Ray
each
one.
other. That's the thing I love about Pop. He makes songs that everybody
That's
can
my
relate.
first
You
little
feel
real
me?
introduction.
And
to
I
the
knew
strip club
people
shit
who
with her.
Yeah, we
who
still
had
going.
kids
Lisa
threw
Ray.
them away
If you
and
bump into this,
then one
we
thing
know you
because they
bring
Well, she
couldn't
did the European
financially
thing
support
afterwards,
them.
you know what I
and
mean?
shit.
She did the I want the
So,
rich man thing.
I always love
She
that about
openly
him.
admitted that shit.
And
said,
I love
"Hey,
music. I love music. I don't care what race, what culture, what genre. As long as you speak to me, I'm good. I fuck with it.
You know I'm gonna look that up.
You know what I'm saying?
What are you talking about? My bad. I didn't know that. Go ahead, what y'all was talking about?
Tupac shit.
What's your favorite Tupac song?
Machiavelli, I think.
Why?
Is that the Come With Me?
No, that's
Because
Hail
British got a
Mary.
baby.
That's Hail Mary.
Hail Mary, I'm sorry. That's my shit. And then the shit they did.
Hey yo, thank you for tuning in. Go ahead and subscribe to Villanueva Inc. and also Guanakooo King. Hit that notification bell for more content, more music, more videos, more interviews, all that. And please hit that Cash App, that PayPal if you support, make a donation. And yeah, you heard me. Guanakooo!